Rocky Mountains, it's eTown with this week's guests from Taos, New Mexico, Eliza Gilkyson. From the Greenhouse Connection Center, Harmony Cummings. And from Gothenburg, Sweden, José González. I'm Helen Forster. Join me now in welcoming our host, Nick Forster.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Helen. Welcome to eTown Hall. We have a really special show for you this week. Both of our musical guests have been here before. José González was back in 2015 for his first visit to eTown. Eliza Gilkyson has been on eTown many times, starting back in our very first season in 1991. She's been back so often because she's really good. She's a really good singer-songwriter. She's got a whole thing kind of infused with the spirit of New Mexico and Texas, and she's got a solid work ethic. She keeps writing songs and making good records. I'm going to spend some time this week with Harmony Cummings, who is a former oil and gas professional who has flipped the script, and she's now a community organizer and an advocate for clean energy, clean air, clean water for all of us. She's here too. Tell us what she's up to. And up first, the remarkable and also very productive Swedish singer-songwriter from Gothenburg. He's just released, I think, his 5th record. He's worked on film soundtracks, and his songs have been in a bunch of TV shows. He's been playing music since he was a teenager in Sweden. Of course, he was interested in, as like most teenagers, playing in rock bands and punk bands and hardcore bands. And then he went to university and did what most of us have done, which is got a master's in molecular biology. And then he decided to take his musical career seriously, and it's worked out okay. He's focused on obviously playing lovely nylon string guitar and original songs, and songs that are filled with a kind of a natural wisdom that comes from experience. We're just really happy to have him back with us on stage today. So please help me welcome back to eTown, José González.
Thank you very much.
The staircase hums beneath the rain. It's wood and bones, remember pain. The mirrors breathe with eyes of stone. It point to roads we've never known. The fields recall our softer names. The breath still carries amber flames. We hear the fruit begin to sing, a quiet and solemn end. The present cracks a sudden glow from seeds that sleep beneath the snow. Silhouettes will rise, the veil will fall, and show the light surrounding all. Fear turns to glass inside the stream. The brighter fire was always within the dream. The dawn hasn't changed. 1,000 lights dissolve so gray as we cognify everything. We're so constant, we can't help but sing as a few dark shadows fall. 1,000 stars ignite the walls as we cognify everything. We're so conscious of, we can't help but sing
so much. And this next one, Losing Game, Sick, about the tragedy of the commons and the race to the bottom.
Did we go wrong? Where did we take the wrong turn? Where did we go wrong? Thought we were the ones in control. No, not even close. Distracted. When did we lose our grip? When did we turn on each other? Thought we had every little thing under control. No, not even close. Stuck in a losers. Sick. I was stuck in a losing game. Step back and see how we are all stuck in a lose-lose. Step back and see how we are all stuck in a losing game. Sick.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's good to see you. You just introduced that last song about being the tragedy of the commons and the race to the bottom. So I would say that things have changed since you were here last, and your songwriting has changed a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so. In some ways, it's similar to the themes that I was thinking of, but I was more enigmatic then.
Yeah.
And for each album, I'm like getting more and more frustrated, and maybe it comes with age, but
right.
But also maybe with the world, and but it's not only frustration. So I try to have that on the album. So this song is about frustration and the losing game.
Where did we go wrong?
Exactly. It's just like a futuristic song where like you're asking yourself, well, what did we do? Why? How come we ended up here?
Yeah. Is it maybe the perspective of having kids now that just makes you think about farther down the road and what's coming and what's important?
I think that accelerated that sort of thinking, but I was interested in philosophy and ethics. So Peter Singer is one of my favorite philosophers. He wrote a book called One World, and so that was before the kids. I read that book. So I've been thinking about these topics for a while.
Yeah. Well, just a little background. Of course, your parents emigrated from Argentina to Sweden when you were a little kid, and so
I was born. My sister was a little kid.
You were born in Sweden,
and me and my brother were born. Yeah,
born in Gothenburg.
Yeah.
But being in an immigrant family in a situation like that, where you grew up and you were integrated into a community, that's a perspective that I think is really relevant, particularly in Sweden now, right?
It is. It is. I mean, so my parents they struggled. They did studies in biochemistry and psychology, and they finished their studies, but they needed to start from scratch with first one kid, then two, then three, learning Swedish and English. So my dad did his doctor's thesis in English, so it was pretty hard. And yeah, for us kids, we grew up in Sweden, so we don't know anything else in a way.
Right. Did you grow up in a diverse community?
Yeah, especially the first 7 years of my life was in Hammarkullen. Lots of people from Chile, from Uruguay, Argentina, and then also from other countries that had troubles. And so Sweden used to take a lot of immigrants back then.
And I love the fact that I think the last time you were here, we talked about how the kids were given an opportunity to study classical guitar in school. And so that was really a place where you got your start.
Yeah, there was a thing that at the age of 7, you get to choose an instrument. It's usually the recorder, the flute. And it didn't sound that good, but that was the start. And then, it's part of the Swedish school that you get to choose instruments once in a while. And I chose guitar when I was 10. I did that for a month, and then I left it. So it wasn't until later, as you mentioned earlier, that in my teenage years that I started with bass and the guitar.
Yeah. And I know last time you were here with your full band. Now you're on tour solo. Is that your preferred method? I know you're not on your own. You've got a crew with you, so it's not lonely on the road for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Each album I sort of go back to solo, but I felt like I'm going to really take it back. So I rehearsed with just one guitar and took it as far as possible.
Yeah.
And also playing live, I also pushed myself to do that first, at least, and then later add a band or an orchestra or a choir. We'll see.
How's your work-life balance? Because again, I mentioned last time you were here, you didn't have kids. Now you do. And I know from just my own experience of trying to find the balance between home life and recording and touring and being a dad, it's tricky.
I think the trickiest part is to say no to very interesting places and very lucrative offers.
Yeah.
I have my little formula of 2 weeks tours, maybe 3 times a year, and that has been working really well. But now with the album release, we stretched every tour a bit. So now my girlfriend was like, "You're actually touring quite a lot, so now's the time to get that dog that you've been saying no to." So they actually did. So now I'm coming back to a little very cute puppy, but we'll see with my allergy if I...
A cute puppy that you've never met because you couldn't say no to getting the dog while you're out of town. Yeah, I get it. And before we go back to music, because we have a lot more songs to get to, I just want to ask you, as a songwriter, the desire to make a point and raise an issue mixed with the desire to bring people together and have them sing along. And I don't necessarily mean strident, but protest songs, songs that are raising an issue, making a point.
Yeah. Once in a while, I pick up something where I'm thinking about a difficult topic where I know most people won't agree. And that's sort of like the point. As a discussion starter, also like a Trojan horse. I just sing a song and then they're like, whoa, was this what he was singing about? So that's actually like, it makes it more fun for me. And also I have an ambition to make the world better. Yeah. So just to be open, I think about secular humanism. I think about human flourishing without superstition. That's one of the things that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I know, or at least you have been involved with a group called Giving What We Can, which is a way to support making humanity a little better.
Yeah, so this tour was great because we had people from Giving What We Can, this organization that's like a meta charity, and they sort of steer people towards these effective charities, so organizations that can do up to 100 times more good per dollar spent in terms of healthy life years improved. They have a thing called the Giving Pledge, so I started giving 10% of my disposable income to these top charities.
Yeah. Like that's a great decision. It's, again, raising a family in the arts. That's a bold move. Last question. I know your parents were academics and continued to pursue that. And when they got to Sweden, you got your master's, as I mentioned. Are you going to encourage your kids to also pursue graduate degrees in obscure science fields?
I think staying curious is more important than the actual degrees. Yeah. So following your passions, whatever they are. And one of the key things now is that we don't know what will lead you to a job. So I think just making sure you meet people and follow your passions, I think that's more important.
And hope that your parents are really successful.
Yeah, exactly. That's
well, listen, I appreciate you stopping by and sharing your journey, and thanks for sharing your music with us. We're always
Always
happy
a pleasure.
to see you.
Yeah.
Welcome back, if you would, José González.
This one is called Rolls Slöja. Hon tog av sig slöjan, lät håret svaja fritt i vinden, band tyget på en pinne, viftade stolt för folk som gick förbi. Ingen blev särskilt kåt, men några män stannade ändå till. Började rycka och dra, sen fördes hon bort av moralpolis. Försvann sen en tid, hon skulle sjunga med kören i kyrkan som hon gjort sen hon var barn. Prästen kände sig lite ensam, började göra undantag från sin några moral. Då så en dag märkte Lucy att hon var gravid. Domaren sa att ta bort en klump celler räknas som homicid. Vilket liv. Hon ansågs vara en dalit, skulle hämta foder sent en kväll. Sommarvärmen hängde kvar när hon drogs med sin sjal över ett fält. De skamlösa fyra ansågs vara från ett finare kast. Blev ett dilemma för stadens polis. Kroppen brändes upp i all hast. Hon kämpade för att alla flickor ska få gå i skolan om de vill. Där satt hon på bussen när hon nästan förlorade sitt liv. Maskerad tjomme steg på, sikta på ögat och sköt av ett skott. Gick genom huvudet, landade i skuldran. Där fick hon sota för sitt brott. Tyckte kubbarna slöja, gjorde sig redo för mental gymnastik. Vilka är vi att fördöma andra byars interna logik? Fråga hon sig, tog ett djupt andetag, steg upp bestämt på sin trampolin. Sen tog hon sån sats att hon flög genom fönstret, ut i mörkret, upp i skyn.
José González from Gothenburg, Sweden. Latest record is called Against the Dying of the Light. He'll be back to play a bunch more music later on in the show.
Your visit to eTown is made possible in part by the Scientific and Cultural Facilities District, or SCFD, one of the largest cultural funding mechanisms in the United States, supporting nearly 300 organizations in the greater Denver, Colorado area. Hey, for our listeners, you may have heard me mention this before, that there are over 3,000 videos for your viewing pleasure on the eTown YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to that channel if you'd like to visit both our past and latest video offerings. You're listening to eTown.
I'm Nick Forster. You are listening to eTown. José González is going to be back to play some more music later on. And coming up, great singer-songwriter Eliza Gilkyson is here. She'll be out soon. Right now, it's time for the eTown interview. José González has found a way as a singer and a songwriter to embrace a kind of grassroots kindness and generosity, respect for humanity. And these days, it doesn't seem like that's what's happening out there in general in the world. Seems that we have, in fact, grown a little harder and a little more divided and a little less generous towards those in need. For a couple of centuries, a long time, businesses have built factories and refineries and such in communities of color and poor neighborhoods that don't have a lot of representation. That's nothing new. That's what's been happening. But these days, what is new is that certain neighborhoods are gathering together and they're fighting back. They're fighting for the basic needs like health, clean air, clean water, health for their kids. Our next guest is a former oil and gas professional who went through a change of mind, change of heart. She's changed careers and now advocates for those communities through an organization called the Greenhouse Connection Center. She is the executive director, and we're happy she's here. Would you please welcome to eTown, Harmony Cummings. Welcome, Harmony. Welcome to eTown.
It's an honor and a blessing to be here.
Oh, man. Hey, so I have to ask you about, first of all, it's both a kind of an old-fashioned name or a new age name. And either way, I think it's a great name, Harmony. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Western New York. My mom lived in Buffalo, and my dad lived off the land down towards the Pennsylvania border. So I got to know what it was like to be poor in the city and the country.
Wow. Hence the career towards oil and gas. You had to go to school to do that, right?
It was never the plan to go to oil and gas, and in fact, I always felt like a sellout going into that industry. The job fell into my lap, and it was paying more than anything else than I had done. And what kept me in the industry so long was the false rhetoric around job creation and reducing our dependency on foreign oil. But really, all of my education and career made me good at making rich white men richer and whiter and being rewarded for terrible behavior.
Yeah. So something happened where you decided enough's enough and you look for something else to do.
Definitely. I was a profit analyst, and so most people in my position never leave their office or the trade floor, but we were the first company to move full trains of oil across the nation, and so I was in northern Colorado. I was indigenous lands in North Dakota, all the way down to what I now know as the poison sugar fields of Louisiana, and I would be paying the invoices and checks to the guys making the commissions, the water, the trucking, the producers, the pipelines, the railroads, and then seeing the product flow all the way down to the refineries, the chemical plants, like millions. And I would stand in these communities, and they were communities of color, low income, and I would look around here, and the disparities were huge.
Yeah. So now you've shifted. So you're on the side of advocating for communities that have been basically taken advantage of and had this co-location of these toxic industries.
Yes. I started my own nonprofit called the Greenhouse Connection Center, and we're a physical community space located in North Denver in Elyria, one of the most polluted neighborhoods in the country. And we pair music and the arts with elevating excluded voices in environmental and public health policy work, and also healing. The number one thing that people ask us for outside of basic needs is for healing.
Wow. And so tell us a little bit about the people who are coming in to your center.
We have impacted community members who are Spanish-speaking grandmothers who have 3 generations of people with asthma in their home. We have mothers whose 2-year-olds were born without developed airways. When we say excluded voices, that includes indigenous elders and wisdom. We have a Danza Azteca group that's been dancing and praying there for close to 5 years now. We also have a bunch of queer creative youth that do a beautiful open mic, giving people a safe space to gather. And then we synergize all of those things together and add in the indigenous wisdom, the water protecting, the arts, the creativity, as we come to party status and rulemakings on air toxics. And right now, our big focus is data centers because they're building 1-2 blocks away from us in a community that's already one of the most polluted in the nation. Yeah. And this is where these things continue to happen and the harms generation after generation.
People don't think of data centers as being particularly toxic. So tell us, what's the story there? I know that we hear that they're energy intensive. We hear that they're water intensive. So what's the real story?
In our community, they're building the data center 70 feet away from where they're building a nursing home. And I could throw a stone further than where that. And if I am sitting here, they have 14 diesel generators along that back wall. They couldn't have put it closest to where we have our elders posting to age in dignity. That's just one component. But we also, there's these unknowns. There's something called infrasound. And it's what you can't hear with the ear, but there's a vibration. Like if you hear the, you know the vibration and things like this. And what they're saying is that birds stop coming in the area and horses start having seizures and fainting. And so I think about a 70-year-old with a pacemaker. I think about a 2-year-old without a developed airway. And there's just so many unknowns. In addition, when these facilities start to use less water, they're actually using more chemicals. We don't even know what's in these chemicals that they're putting into our wastewater.
And some you come from the world of fracking, which is similarly not sure what's in that fluid either, right? So
it's not good.
No. Well, listen, this is kind of a terrifying story in a way. It's a consistent story. It's the story that's been going on for a long time. One of the things we're always interested in is solutions and what we can do. Is there a place people can go to learn more about what's going on with data centers?
There is a North Star data center toolkit that I believe came out from AI Now.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Hey, Harmony, you obviously are so passionate and you're so generous with your time and your energy on behalf of your community. I think it's inspiring to all of us. So thank you for sharing your story. Thanks for doing the work you're doing. We can do some homework. We can learn how to make a difference where we live. And I appreciate your inspiring words.
Can I leave one last inspiring word? It's to encourage folks to move from algorithm to rhythm, doing things like you're doing tonight, to listen to live music, play some live music, take a dance class, an art class. I play Dungeons and Dragons with my kids and get creative. Find those things that are not on your screens to connect.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. That's Harmony Cummings, Executive Director of the Greenhouse Connection Center. I mentioned that José González is going to be back in a little bit, so he's coming right up. Up next, Eliza Gilkyson is here. She grew up in a musical family. She was born in LA. She basically moved kind of back and forth between Texas and New Mexico, with a little stint in LA in there too. I think over the course of her career, she has released 27 records. She's been inducted into the Texas Music Hall of Fame. She's been nominated for Grammy Awards. She's toured all over the place. She is now having achieved a certain level of maturity, still in a very creative phase. In fact, she just flew in last night from Austin, where she's working on yet another record. Speaking of records, I believe she also now holds the record of the most eTown appearances of all the artists we've ever had, 10 times over 35 years, more than anybody else. Like I say, we're always happy to welcome her back because she's good. Please welcome back to eTown, Eliza Gilkyson.
Wow, 10 times. I didn't realize.
Is that too many?
No,
I should get you like a satin jacket.
I'm just starting. Somehow this song that we're starting with is perfect to follow Harmony, who is just utterly brilliant and very inspiring.
Thoughts start drilling a hole in my head. Coyotes howl up the riverbed, their reveries. Full moon shining from behind the trees. My mind starts churning like a hive of bees. How we gonna make it cross the rolling seas of times like these? You gotta pull yourself together in times like these. Figure out how to weather the times like these. Well, I never figured out how to play the game. Spin to my fortune on the wheel of fame. But I'm still standing, so I can't complain in times like these. You start out searching for the Holy Grail, wind up stumbling down a rocky trail, till all you got left are the tales you tell in times like these. You gotta pull yourself together in times like these. Learn to navigate the weather in times like these. Pull yourself together in times like these. Learn to navigate the weather in times like these. Maybe things will get better after times like these.
Note to self. Not so long ago, I was finishing up a record of mine called Home, and I was missing one kind of song on there. And sometimes I go back into my songbooks and see if I can get an idea, because my songbooks go back to 1968. So that's what happened. I went back to like 1981. I found this song that it had a good idea and a good opening line, and so I rewrote it. And when I recorded it, I thought I need to do this as a duet with somebody. And I thought Robert Earl Keen, that's like the perfect voice for this song. And he just did a beautiful vocal on there. And I'm so proud to have my friend Nick here sing Robert Earl Keen's part on this song.
Did I dance? Did I sing? Did I do everything I promised myself I'd try to do? Did I follow my heart? Finish what I started? Pay attention to the music coming through? Did I listen to the sound of the rain coming down? And most of all, how deep did I love?
Did I notice the flowers, the passing of the hours, as the moon and the sun went up and down? Did I look into her eyes? She saw through my disguises. Did I tell her how she made my world go round? Did I thank her for her time, the way she showed me she was mine? But most of all, how deep did I love?
Did I hold close my children, ask to be forgiven, give thanks for the roof over my head?
Did I let fly my laughter, find my way back after I wandered down the crooked path instead? Did I make my amends with my family and my friends? And most of all, how deep did I love? Did I let my tears fall at the wonder of it all? And most of all, how deep did I love? Eliza Gilkyson, welcome back to eTown. You should feel very comfortable here by now.
I am. Happy to be here.
So you're firmly settled in your home in Taos, which is a place you've been connected to for a long time.
I am definitely a New Mexican. There is no doubt. I'm a mountain person.
You mentioned you were looking at your songbook, which goes back to the late 60s. Has your pattern changed much as a songwriter, as an artist? Is it something that you've got a routine that you fall into and a discipline that you follow where you look through notebooks and find germs of ideas and pieces and lines that you build on?
I think I pretty much mind those dang songbooks. I don't think there's another thing I can eke out of them.
Yeah.
Because I'll go 10 years without having a song in there. I go back that far, but like I say, there's so many angst-driven, love gone wrong songs. I was a younger person. I was just incredibly self-absorbed as opposed to now. But yeah.
Well, now you're maybe a little happier. Who knows?
If you put my albums end to end, it would start with a very angst-driven person who was very sad and very worried about the world, to a person who kind of had therapy, but also started to figure out how to have a beautiful life. And so there's a real change that happens over time. I think I'm writing my best stuff now.
I like the fact that you think you're writing your best stuff now. And I feel that your poetry is certainly connecting in a really beautiful way.
Well, thank you. I'm still worried about the world, of course, but I find a way to grieve what's going on, the losses that we are sustaining, by writing a song like Times Like These, where you got to pull yourself together. You can't afford to fall apart like a cheap watch. Right now we have to be strong.
Yeah.
None of us wants to put our heads in the sand right now. We just need each other to get through it.
Are there songwriters that you turn to or look towards to say, this is somebody who figured it out in a way that I aspire to or want to emulate or learn from?
Well, I love Mark Knopfler because I think he comes at politics from a really abstract angle and says so much about just the tenderness of love. He's in a long-term relationship. I think that's an incredible thing to write about, because usually when you write about relationships, it's because you broke up, and so you've got this heartbroken song that comes out of it. But to write something from a place of being with somebody for 20 years, a love song, that's profound. And he's really good at it. So he's one of the writers that I admire.
And you are probably an inspiration yourself to a lot of younger writers and younger singer-songwriters.
I make a point of connecting with younger, especially women songwriters. And I had a group in Austin that was this, we really shared what we were really going through. And it was a safe place, really wonderful thing to do.
Well, it is great to feel a part of a community and to feel like you have an opportunity because you're paying attention, because you're traveling, because you're having conversations and you're meeting people. You do have something fresh to say and something fresh to offer that you can share. And you found a circle of friends that you can make records with, and you keep sending the messages out. Man, they're like messages in a bottle that you hope people find and discover and are moved by.
Thank you. You sort of think, well, am I going to run out of gas because I'm getting older? But songs keep coming, and I think a lot of that is because I keep challenging myself. I keep wanting to grow, and I keep wanting to face up to what's happening in the world and find an angle to write about it. Yeah. So I find that inspiring.
You're also a really strong guitar player, by the way.
Thank you.
And you have a really cool guitar.
Oh, well, we should tell them. Yours isn't out here, but Nick is the person who turned me on to that guitar because we were visiting, and he pulled that guitar out of his fabulous collection. And I just held his, and I was in love with it right away. And I went and found one on eBay, and now I have 3 of them. Yeah, I'm kind of in love with them. Yeah. I walk by them and stroke them.
They're special, and you don't see them. I mean, you're the only person who's out there playing them.
You know who plays one now after he did a show with me? Rodney Crowell, he now plays one. And Colin
Linden.
Yes, yeah. He plays one.
Well, again, I applaud your journey and your vigorous embrace of the journey and the vulnerability that it takes to be able to put it out there and be on your own, as Jose is, to be playing a lot of solo shows and going out there and just facing an audience and sharing what you've got and what you've created. That's brave. And I appreciate you doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, if you would, Eliza Gilkyson from Taos, New Mexico.
Okay. Fires raging in the forest, smoke and ashes block the sun. Hurricanes and floods upon us, the reckoning for all we've done. Birds that fly across the sky tumble down into the streets. Grief that runs too deep to cry, tears that finally bring release are holy, holy, holy now. Grifters take their final bow before the curtain crashes down. Cash out of the sacred cow, ride the last train out of town. The numbing of the heart's defenses while the senseless wars won't cease. Are better angels in the trenches, those who live and die for peace are holy, holy, holy now. you.
We're gonna walk together arm in arm with peace in our hearts. Gonna walk together arm in arm with peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk together arm in arm so our sisters and brothers won't come to any harm. We know we got peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk with every color and tribe with peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk with every color and tribe with peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk with every color and tribe 'cause we're stronger together when we're on the same side. And we know we got peace in our hearts. We're gonna stand for the earth and our children too. Peace in our hearts. We're gonna stand for the earth and our children too. With peace in our hearts. We're gonna stand for the earth and our children too. 'Cause it'll take everyone to make this dream come true. And we know we got peace in our hearts. We're gonna stare into the face of the hateful mind with peace in our hearts. We're gonna stare into the face of the hateful mind with peace in our hearts. We're gonna stare into the face, the hateful mind. All we gotta do is let our love light shine. And we know we got peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk together arm in arm with peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk together arm in arm with peace in our hearts. We're gonna walk together arm in arm so our sisters and brothers won't come to any harm. We know we got peace in our hearts. Yes, we know we got peace in our hearts.
Right,
Eliza Gilkyson,
Thank you.
along with eTown's Helen Forster, Adam Bodine, Christian Teal, Eric Tureen. Peace in Our Hearts, her latest CD is called The Dark Ages.
Your visit to eTown is made possible with support from the Sage Foundation, the Cielo Foundation, the Scintilla Foundation, the City of Boulder's Office of Arts and Culture, and our members, our citizens, and our listeners like you. You're listening to eTown.
I'm Nick Forster. I want to say hello to listeners who are hearing eTown right now on stations like KUSU, statewide throughout the state of Utah, Utah Public Radio, and on WAPS, Akron, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in on KTAO, K-Taos, down in Taos, New Mexico. Thanks for listening. As always, if you want some more information about any of our guests, you want to find out how to get tickets to a live show, or learn all kinds of special things about our guests, lots of links and photos and other things can be found, including links to our YouTube channel. As Helen mentioned, we got a gazillion videos up there and podcasts, and all the social media things are there. I mean, it seems like all of our guests this week share something pretty fundamental, which you've all figured out too, which is that they have applied their considerable talents and skills on behalf of their values. They care about the world around them, and they're trying to make things better. Combining skills with passion on behalf of the greater good is a cool thing, so we appreciate the work they're doing. Right now, would you please help me welcome back to the stage José González.
Here's A Perfect Storm. Forces from the sidelines, pushing for a race against time, tempting us to deplete, only to face a certain defeat. Hey now, it's not random if we're the ones to cause a storm. It's a numbers game, ignoring all the combined tail and risks. Can the will our common fate to quench the thirst of a few? No time for the masses to be informed, to have a say. Gotta win the race, just win the race, a race to lose control. Intentions don't matter much as the dominoes start to fall. Hey now, it's not random if we're the ones to cause a storm. Hey, it's not random if we rise just to pick and fall. It's still within our own control. Hey now, it's not random if we're the ones to unleash the perfect storm.
José González from Gothenburg, Sweden. The latest record is called Against the Dying of the Light. José González. We've got time for one more song. I want to thank all of our guests who've helped make this show so special. Thanks, of course, to the eTones and to Helen Forster. Thanks to Harmony Cummings, the executive director of the Greenhouse Connection Center in North Denver. Thank you, Harmony, for being so passionate and such a caring and vocal advocate for things that matter. Thanks to José González for coming and being a part of eTown again. Thanks to Eliza Gilkyson coming from Taos, New Mexico. We're going to do one more song. This is kind of a marriage of old and new, and it's a sing-along. So be on the lookout for that. I'm Nick Forster. I hope you can be with us next week right here in eTown.
Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. Oh, the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Make the light fade up. Make the light fade you 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 up.
Make the light lead you out.
Make the light fade you up.
Light lead you out.
Make the light fade you up.
Make the light lead you out.
Make the light fade you up. One more time. Make the light fade you up. Make the light fade you up.
This is a production of eTown.